And we're back, and so is Magneto. But is he the same old Silver Age villain, or has he got a few new tricks up his sleeve? Let's find out. So last we left Magneto, he was sucked up into space by the Stranger, like twice, because he's totally a collectible. Now, what you need to know is that he makes his return back to Earth, not in the X-Men comics, but in an Avengers issue. Basically, the Black Knight and his science friend are testing some magnetic waves he's blasting into space, and Magneto's all like, "Yo, surf ups, dude," and hitches a ride back to Earth. There, he seeks out Pietro and Wanda. A cop tries to shoot them, and unbeknownst to his two not yet children, Magneto guides a bullet so it grazes Scarlet Witch's head, knocking her out, but not, killing her dead.
As opposed to killing her alive?
Jeez, I forgot about you. Here, I've got something. Yes, here it is. Shut up. But cut to the X-Men, and they're having a funeral for Professor X, and they're all sad, boo-hoo about it, and Pietro turns up to watch. And the X-Men are like, "Grrrah, he's here to gloat," and Pietro's like, "Nah man, just here to pay my respects." The X-Men don't believe him because, it's a comic book, am I right? Pietro returns to Magneto's cyber castle. Yes, a cyber castle, because they're easy to pick up on realestate.com. And Toad is all like, Magneto, Pietro's been out without his pass slip again. And Magneto's like, "Yeah, take that, random ship, we want your food." And Pietro's like, why did I come back again? This dude's like level 100 crazy pants.
I saw the interview. He raises narcissism to a whole new level.
And then the X-Men show up.
Cyclops, I missed you.
The fighting remains the same. Really, it's just a way for each individual to show off their powers. But wait, what's this? Magneto has electrified the floor. He pulls a lever and... At last, are the X-Men finally defeated by Magneto? The X-Men are helpless. Magneto is like, "I cannot kill them dead just yet, for I must cherish my victory." Yeah, that old one, but at least he has devices to neutralize their power, so let's give him some point. Meanwhile, Quicksilver is still flip-flopping over his position, like, is he a good guy or is he a bad guy? Who knows? But Irrelevant Angel sees a device next to his cage. He's been imprisoned. What is this? A laser cutter. Fortunately, the writers have Pew Pew Eye say it's too easy, it must be a trap, thereby completely hanging a lantern on it. So Pew Pew Eyes is like, don't save us, it could be a trap. Go, free bird, spread your wings and fly. So Irrelevant Angel does. He forgets all his friends and flies straight into a storm, lands on a rock, and then the rock turns into an island, which also turns out to be a secret base for... this guy. He claims to be called the Red Raven and is a complete Irrelevant Angel ripoff. Anyway, he was raised by bird people who wanted to take over the world, so he froze them and put a timer on it. And he and Angel tussle, and then they stop because he's not a bad guy and he tells his life story. Oh my God, does he tell his life story for 2 or 3 pages? I don't know. I zoned out over the irrelevancy of it all. He's guarding the base of this now extinct people. Extinct except for the survivors he'd been raising in pods. I don't know what it is about the 60s and putting people in pods. It's a little creepy if you ask me.
We didn't ask you.
But I wish you did. Anyway, Red Raven's a good guy, but it's like, meh, to Angel, "I'm gonna shoot you anyway," and he does. Then says to sinking the island for another 20 years, while Angel is left to float on a small raft on the ocean. Honestly, I kid you not, this whole side quest is completely irrelevant to the ongoing storyline with Magneto. In fact, it's only 15 pages long, and there's an ongoing Cyclops series that fills out the rest of the issues, but we'll tackle that at another date. If anything, this issue kind of answers what happens when you add 0 to 0.
You get 0?
Yep. Pew Pew Oz is struggling, partly because he's constrained. The other half is because he's kicking himself after telling his most useless team member not to free them and go for help. Yeah, nice one, leader. Anyway, it turns out he can kind of kablamming his own visor off.
My hero.
Yeah, so he does. He goes to rescue Jean, but She's got her snooze on, so instead of waking her up or going and trying to wake the others up, he goes, I'll do this by myself. Dude likes to make things hard for himself, but in turn finds Quicksilver and is like, hey, you gotta make up your mind. You bad or you good? Meanwhile, Toad is like, Master, Pew Pew Eyes is free, and Magneto is like, this is your fault, and takes zero responsibility for being the one in charge, like totally a boss rather than a leader, right? Back with Quicksilver, and he's like, I hate Homo sapiens, they're all bad, but I like being an Avenger who are Homo sapiens and the good guys. And Pew Pew Eyes is like, save me, you sob story boy. So they tussle, and Wanda turns up, and to Magneto is like, hey, my bros, fighting an X-Man there, right there. And Magneto is like, we know. She's like, well, and they all just kind of stand around and watch for some reason. Eventually, Psych Pew Pew's Quicksilver in the back just as the Avengers turn up.
The Avengers?
Yeah, baby.
Those chumps. They're never getting a movie.
Issue 46. The X-Men are back at Professor X's grave when an FBI agent turns up.
Hold up.
What?
I mean, they were still caught by Magneto in the last issue.
Yeah, that was all resolved in issue 53 of Avengers.
So?
So what?
What happens? You've got to finish the story.
No, I don't.
Why not?
Because this is an X-Men video series.
The people want to know what happens.
Ha! Empty threat. You know no one watches these.
Damn, got me there. Well, I want to know what happens.
Yeah, and we hate each other, so there's no incentive.
Wait, you already mentioned Magneto's return in the Avengers issue at the beginning of this video. So, for consistency's sake, you have to finish the story.
Fine. Issue 53 of Avengers in an X-Men video. The Avengers think Pew Pew's is bad, Black Panther roughs him up, Angel gets caught, proving his side adventure really was a waste of time. Wanda's like, I have a head injury, I have no idea why I'm here. Magneto has a device that makes him sit like this, but does this, which is giving the X-Men a headache. The X-Men fight the Avengers, Wanda finds Pietro, Mags is like, ha ha ha, Tony's like, yeah. The X-Men are like, ah, my heads. The Avengers are like, rah, but what? And then X-Men and Avengers are like, boom, bang, against each other, and it's actually a pretty cool fight. And the art in this issue, especially Magneto, is amazing. But then Angel depowers Magneto's device, yeah, I'll give him that one. Toad then repowers to the points of boom-de-de-booms, and the X-Men and Avengers are like, hey, let's be friends and get on the aero cart and not die. The island then goes boom with Magneto's helmet left floating in the waves below. Happy?
I hate you so much.
Love you too. Hey, thanks for listening. If you enjoyed this approach, please like and subscribe for more videos. And remember, if you're interested in reading the full story, the easiest way is to sign up to Marvel Unlimited at marvel.com/unlimited. I need to breathe.